We need to start with a basic sketch, and once the sketch is done, we can start by wetting the paper. Do not take too much of water, and then take colors. Take cobalt blue and Persian blue first and give the first layer of strokes, making a water formation. And then I take some Persian blue and purple and just draw lines for the waves. Now let's start with the sky. Again the same, after wetting the paper, I have taken lemon yellow with some cadmium yellow and slightly blended it with the water to make that sky light and subtle. And then I'll be working on the trunk of the coconut tree. So I've taken brown with more water on my brush. Later, with the dark brown and black, I'm just drawing lines to make the rib midlines of a coconut tree. And before it dries, I'll take the next layer, which is again of a brown and black mixed together. I'll draw small lines to give that nice finish of a coconut tree trunk. It's time to draw our leaves. So for drawing the leaves, we have to go from a lighter shade of green to a darker shade of green. For the lighter shade of green, I am taking lemon yellow with some viridian green and giving the lines for the lighter strokes. And once I'll be done with the lighter stroke, I will start mixing sap green and viridian green and make the darker stroke. These darker strokes are made using mixing Persian blue and viridian green. Then I'll be mixing sap green with some brown to give that dark shade of leaves, and will be drawing further leaves. Like in this leaf, I have kept the edges lighter because it is closer to the sun ray, and as I come towards the end, I have made the leaves a bit darker. So it all depends on what kind of shade you want for the tree, and you can see. So basically we are using 4 shades here. One is the lighter one, which is lemon yellow and light green, then a viridian green mixed with Persian blue, then a bit darker shade which is created by mixing sap green and brown. And a few places I have also mixed sap green, viridian green and Persian blue to give it a further darker shade. So these are the 4 basic combinations for the green variation, and you can use this variation at whatever places you feel like using it. Now we'll be giving a second layer of shade to water by using Persian blue and cobalt blue mixed together to draw those lines. I've also used purple at some places, and at few places I have also used Viridian green and a combination of Persian blue for the water to give it a darker shade. For the lighter shade now I am using white, and make sure when you start using white color your background should be completely dry, otherwise it's not going to uh, look that beautiful. And I'm making that little tiny dots in order to depict that sparkle. If you have seen water under the sunlight, you must have seen it gives a little tiny sparkle when you observe water under the sun. So I'm trying to give that. Isn't it looking starry? And that sparkle is there in my water too. So that is something which we want to capture here. So I'm using white and drawing those tiny drops of sparkle in my painting.